This will be the second exhibition of the works of Norman Neasom. We have had a phenomenal response to his work, and I think there's an essential Englishness about him which appeals. He was both an illustrator and teacher during his lifetime, but the quality of his work is amazing. His subject matter is centred around the Midlands, around Birmingham, with sojourns into Wales and then latterly down to Salcombe. And they're beautifully described individual views of the places he's been to. So if you like, he's left us a treasure trove of well-described incidents during his lifetime. He was born in 1915. He was in reserved occupation as a farmer during the course of the war. And so you get marvellous, insightful photographs of the ARP at work and the bombers flying over farmland and that type of thing, which brings you really closely into kind of how life might have been at that particular moment. After the war, he was a teacher and of some renown, and one of our artists, Alan Cotton, was taught by him. His observational detail is phenomenal, really, down to the smallest detail, whether it's two fat ladies travelling in a bus, or whether it's a meeting up in London or a vetting committee at the RBA, that sort of thing. Each person within the picture is a character. I think he was very much a man of the people, so he was able to record both high and low life, and cock a snoop at it too, actually. So the work's not without character. I mean, he did do cartoons and he was illustrated, but I wouldn't call him an illustrator. His work is very soft, very English, very informal, but of the highest quality, with perhaps a touch of that lovely sort of naivety that goes with somebody who really knows his subject. One of his visual paintings, I think, is of his family called Moonlight Madonna, where a figure is seen breastfeeding a baby with another figure onlooking. The quality of that is Stanley Spencer-like, if you like. It just has that wonderful soft and naivety which he's able to get with just a pencil. I think he's a very able craftsman. I mean, it's not a good word these days in art, but he was a great craftsman. He knew how to put things down. He knew how to record detail. He often painted in gouache, so a lot of his pictures are highly coloured. He had a very deep love of rural life, and so a lot of the pictures are scenes, even if they're of religious content, are taken up with characters within rural life. But his depiction of people with allotments and the characters in the pub and all that type of thing. He never stopped drawing, whether he was taking the bus home or sitting in a classroom. You know, he was always had a pencil in hand recording the moment. He's a bit Samuel Palmer-ish, but not a romantic. He certainly was a man who put down what he saw, but in a charming way, in a way that a countryman might deal with the business of gardening, if you follow me. There's a great deal of knowledge that goes into the subject. I just think he's fascinatingly open about what he's doing, and that in itself is something of a triumph. I don't think I've seen a body of work which is so consistently good throughout. I don't think he was able to paint a bad picture. You might not like the subjects of some, but everything is so well described, which makes the subject matter, which was mostly rural, really fascinating.